Friday night. And as always, good evening to everybody who's watching us here in the Pacific or in Los Angeles. And if you're watching us in the Philippines, it is Saturday at 1 p.m. So good afternoon, and as always, I hope you had a wonderful lunch with your loved ones, your significant others, and with your family. And if you're watching us in different parts of the world, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. And for our team replay, happy viewing to everybody, and for our team share. But please continue sharing the show. And again, I'm in awe, and I don't have the word to explain and to tell you how wonderful it is that that I know that you're sharing the shows, or my shows, not only my shows, but the shows of PHLB Radio, and you're sharing them. Please continue to do so. Now, before anything else, before I introduce you to our very special guest for tonight, we are live on PHLB Radio Facebook page, as well as simultaneously we are airing live on PHLB Radio YouTube channel. And if you are using Alexa, all you have to do is Alexa, play PHLB Radio. And if you're using Amazon Fire TV, just look for PHLB Radio channel. And we are also airing live on different podcasts, namely Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And if you missed any part of the show, or you want to replay any of the shows that we have here on the station, all you have to do is go to PHLB Radio YouTube channel. It's already on a playlist. And you could always go to PHLB Radio website, which is www.phlbradio.com. And if you are not a subscriber yet on PHLB Radio YouTube channel, all you have to do is share, like, and subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you will be notified every time we are on. So with that, happy viewing to everybody. I can't wait to introduce you to a very amazing lady. I'm a fan now, and you would know why. And couple of things first. She went to that very famous school, and I'm going to kind of harp on her on that a little bit. So without much further ado, the beautiful, the amazing, okay, that's my word for her tonight, the amazing Caroline Nelms. Hey, Caroline, how are you?
Hi, Josh. Thank you so much. You're very kind. It's good to be with you tonight.
Oh my gosh, I am a fan now. Just like I told Talia before, Sindel, who guessed it. I mean, there's always a surprise that when I have a guest that I am not familiar with them at first, and then we become good friends. And I think this is what's gonna happen, because I listened while I'm doing my research on you. I listened to everything that you have posted on YouTube, and you have a lot there going. And I'm telling you, I am in awe of all the works that you have done. Firstly, I know, let's talk about a little bit. You got your singing, or it was introduced to you by mom and your grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
And
my mom, yeah, she's a professional pianist, and my grandmother was as well. So that music was always in the home, kind of on the classical musical theater side of things.
okay, and then where did you grow up?
Well, I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, and I lived there for about 5 years. But we moved to Irvine, in Orange County, and I grew up there, and I was there up through college.
Okay, and then of course, being with your talent, you got a music scholarship at Pepperdine. And how was
Yes,
that? How
yes.
was that experience? I mean, I know there's so many music school, and what was your experience like? I know it's we have to kind of like throw back on how was the experience back in Pepperdine.
Right. Yeah. Well, I was very spoiled for a while. I appreciated it, but now that I'm older, now I really appreciate the time that I had there. If you've ever been to the campus, you know it's gorgeous. Yeah, I went there. I remember going there for my audition. I was 17 or whatever, and my mom made me do this. I didn't want to. But I remember it being home when I got there, and I needed that scholarship because that school is expensive. So it
It's
all
a
worked out.
it's a private school, right? Pepperdine is a private school.
Yeah, it's a private school and they have a very nice music program, but it's not really known for their music program. Their opera program was just getting started kind of when I was there, and it's really grown, over the years. But it was a wonderful place to be because the music department was kind of small, so I was able to try a lot of things, and yeah, it was a wonderful
When
time.
when okay, help me understand. When you get a music scholarship, what was the concentration? Was it on classical? Was it or anything under the sun?
Well, it was you had to take voice lessons, and the voice lessons were classical based, and I wasn't really into opera and classical singing at that point. I wanted to just do musical theater. But I had a really passionate teacher who had an operatic career. He sang with Beverly Sills at New York City Opera and did a bunch of stuff. And he kind of gave me the bug. His name is Dr. Henry Price. And he got me to love opera. And it was really because of his love for it. It just sort of grew on me. And I wanted to do musical theater there, but I didn't get as much opportunity because at that point I wasn't the best dancer in the world, and I would kind of get cut from some auditions. I'm better now. I've been working on it, but back then I kind of fell into the opera because we didn't really have to move as much. And I really fell in love with the challenge of the music and learning languages and singing high notes and stuff like that.
And then from college, you went to get another. Well, you went to. Of course, you concentrated now on voice performance, and you took your
Yeah.
master's at that beautiful, wonderful school called UCLA.
Yes, I'm sorry you didn't get to go there, but yeah, actually, I I didn't major in music at Pepperdine. I had a music minor because I was always telling myself like I have to get like a real job, I have to do something else besides music. But then by the time I was done with the degree, I couldn't fight it. I had to keep going in music. So then I went and got the master's in vocal performance, and it was opera based at UCLA. They have a different program for musical theater. Um, and that was 2 years, and yeah, that was great too. That being a student there helped me kind of get my foot in the door to sing with LA Opera Chorus. And so that was like my first, I guess, professional operatic experience when I sang with the chorus there because of being in school.
Wow. And of course, right after graduation, you did a couple of work now from LA to San Diego. You've been singing and being part of so many things.
Hmm.
But before we talk about that and other aspects of it, this is the time now that will ask you to do your first performance. And let me know what is
Okay.
this song about? And of course, is there any significance on this particular performance of yours, or this why this song?
Hmm.
Aside that I love these songs.
Okay. I love this song too. Okay, so I have chosen I Dreamed a Dream from Les Mis. Um, Les Mis was probably it was the first musical that I saw on Broadway in high school, and I was obsessed with it. I wanted to be Cosette. I didn't think about being Fantine because I thought she was old or whatever. But I was obsessed with the musical, and now she's not old. But then many years later, I was able to be in Les Mis, and I did play Fantine with Theatre Royale tours. We performed it many times in Escondido, Riverside. We were up in Glendale. We were kind of all over the place. I think it was 2015 or 16. But what's funny about this song is one of the performances at the beginning of I Dreamed a Dream, you'll hear Fontaine kind of comes out and is kind of like a more like a dialogue
Yes.
singing that she does before the real song starts. So during that time, I was supposed to walk out. I'm just all, overwhelmed and upset and not knowing what to do. And I'm supposed to slowly take off my hat because I'd been working in the factory. So I'm
Right.
taking off the hat, and then right at that moment, I'm going to sing the main part of the song. Well, one night, I grabbed the hat. I was totally in character, and I also grabbed the wig.
Oh my
And I grabbed the
God.
whole thing, and I just put it on the ground, and then I looked on the ground, and there was the wig on the floor. And then the main part of the song was right then. So I had to sing I Dreamed a Dream with my wig cap, because later she gets her hair cut. But I was just thinking, oh my gosh, there's this giant curly brown wig laying on the floor, and I'm gonna sing this famous song, and I can't take it, and I can't put it back on my head because that would be stupid. So yeah, and then after the end of the song, I just took my hair and I left.
That's so
So
funny because
anyway,
that always happens in live performances. Because I've seen
yep,
Lenny
yep, yep,
in New York and also in West End, and I've seen Leia did Cosette and Fantine and the other people.
yeah, right,
It's just it you never that particular song you will be moved, and regardless where you're a
yeah,
guy or girl, it's always a dream. And the way Fantine the character performed it is just amazing, regardless who performed it. Yours, I saw it at YouTube, and it put me to tears. Oh my God, that's why I said I am a fan. Caroline, I'm a
cool.
fan now. So anyway,
Thank
without
you,
much further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Caroline.
All
Caroline.
right, here we go. I'm gonna get this going here in my little home studio, and all right. There was a time when men were kind, when their voices were soft and their words inviting. There was a time when love was blind and the world was a song, and the song was exciting. There was a time that it all went wrong. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, and dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom to be paid, no song and song. But the tigers come at night, with their voices soft as thunder, as they tear your hope apart, as they turn your dream to shame. He slept a summer by my side. He filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride.
amazing. Oh my God, goosebumps all over. Oh
Oh,
my
thank you.
God, that
I was
is
kind of
so
trying to mess with
amazing.
the volume here. I need my own technician while I'm doing this here.
I know that's what when we're doing live interviews, that's always a challenge. But thank you. That's such a beautiful song, perfectly sang by you. So
Thank you.
thank you for that opportunity to
I'd
hear
love to do
that.
that role again because I feel like I can sing it better now than I did 8 years ago or whenever it was.
Yeah, and of course now there's so much revival now that every all the concert scenes are back. I just came back and I watched Leia in Old Friends in London.
Oh,
And I know they
cool.
have a big Lemis still ongoing. I didn't have
Oh,
time because I
yeah.
only was there for 2 nights, but definitely when I go back, hopefully early next year, then I'm gonna watch it. But Lemis for sure was be the one of the all-time favorite of everybody, and
Hmm.
of course Fantine is the heroine of the whole song. The whole Broadway musical, and it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
amazing. Now, you've done so many of this, and is there any one particular role that you are so happy about? Because you've done Fantine, you have Mary Poppins. I mean, you're part of the production, Beauty
Right,
and
right.
the
Mrs.
Beast,
Banks and
and
that.
so on and so forth. And we'll mention that in a bit. But any particular one that you enjoyed it tremendously?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed all of them. I just did the Beggar Woman in Sweeney Todd, which was really fun because I got to be pretty raunchy and belt and sing some high notes and stuff. In normal life, I'm not a raunchy person. It's fun to do that on stage. But I have to say, my favorite musical theater role I've ever done is Sister Mary Amnesia from Nonsense.
Oh, okay.
It's a silly, goofy show. Five nuns, doing different acts. But that was my favorite, and I got to do an act with a puppet, which you might have seen on my
Yes,
YouTube.
yes. Well, they should
And
revive that. That nonsense
they
was so
should, yeah.
cool. I've
I
seen
still
it
have
20 years ago
that
here in
puppet in the
LA.
closet back here. So
Yeah, they should. That's interesting. They should do that now.
yeah.
Did they ever go to Broadway?
You know what? I'm not sure. I should know that. I mean, it's not a show for everyone. It kind of grows on you, especially if you're in the cast. But I mean, it's super funny, and I know that Catholics really like it because it's kind of poking a little bit of fun at Catholicism and nuns and stuff. But the Catholics that came to our show, they just died. They loved it because they understood all the jokes
Yeah,
and
well,
stuff.
a good example of the Book of Mormons. Remember
You're
the Book
right.
of Mormons, the musical? I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
kind of like questions some of the, I would say, rules that they have. And of
Right.
course, it's funny when you see it out loud. And because I was raised as Catholic, but I'm Christian now. But when I saw that, it was hilarious. I mean, now
Yeah.
that you got to mention that, I think they should revive that musical. That was so cool.
Yeah. But
Now,
yeah, so I mean that was fun. But I mean there's other things. Yeah, like you said, I've done quite a lot of things. I really like doing Nelly in South Pacific. That was another golden age.
one that has the Some Enchanted Evening.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that I like. I like that.
Mhm.
Well, those people who are watching us and people who are listening to us, check. I will give you the YouTube channel. That there's that Some Enchanted Evening number right in there.
Yeah, I have a lot of
Posted.
videos from South
Yeah,
Pacific
which
on my
is so
YouTube.
cool. Now, one of the things that I kind of want to talk about is, would you consider yourself to be a daddy's girl or mama's girl?
Oh, well, I guess I'm more like my mom. My mom and I are very similar. And she's always been the person that I, go to for everything. But my dad did pass away when I was 18. So I haven't seen him for a long time, and I miss him very much. And I think of him often and hope that he is looking down on me and seeing all the stuff I've been doing all of these years.
Well, not to put you to tears, but I'll show you your dad here, and I love it when I was doing when I was doing a research. I saw you. Is that you? That's so
Yes,
cute.
that's me. And
Yeah, and your dad, and it was done on the
many
Father's
decades
Day.
ago.
Oh my God, when was this? Like, and then of course you talk about your mom. That's her and you.
Yeah, there
And it
we
says in
are.
1981.
Yeah, something like that, probably, yes.
It's so cool.
I
So
think we
mom
were
is
in
still.
Kansas.
So you mentioned that mom is still around. Where is she based?
She's based in Irvine, and she's still the pianist at Irvine High School. So she accompanies all of the choirs and the show choir and the musical theater program at Irvine High School. And she's a big reason why I started singing, because she would take she'd take me to rehearsals, high school rehearsals after school with my sister, and auditions for the choir. Like we weren't auditioning, but we were watching the high school kids audition, and we'd go there after school, and watch the musical theater rehearsals, and we were just in awe of the big kids, and we just wanted to be them. But I was very shy back then. And so just being in that environment with my mom all those years, got me kind of hooked, and I said, I'm gonna do that someday. I'm gonna overcome my shyness, and I'm gonna get up there and like these kids. So yeah. So anyway, my mom is still in Irvine, same house that we grew up in, and yeah, she's still playing.
Now, are you from a big family? You have how many siblings do you have?
I just have one sister, and she's musical too, but she's more of the athlete in the family. And she lives in Southern California too, so it's just us. And a lot of my family is still back in the Midwest, but some of them have come out here.
Yeah. Okay. Now, to put you on the spot, if you have a message for mom, what would it be?
Well, I wish I had that shirt. Mom, do you still have that awesome like 70s, 80s sun-kissed t-shirt? If you do, can I please have it?
And then if you have a
Yeah.
message for dad,
Aw. Well, what I would say to my dad now is, look at your grandson. I hope you can see your grandson, because I have a 4-year-old son who's amazing. He's so smart and funny, and yeah, it's makes me sad to know that my dad can't see him, but maybe he can.
maybe he can.
So
And they
yeah,
do.
dad, look at your grandson.
Well, talking about your son, if I may, looks like your dad.
Sometimes I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look,
he does have a
he's a
Mark
cutie.
Carter look to him.
Yeah,
He's a super cute. Yeah,
he's a
he's just so
cutie.
funny. I had to tell him to not come in here, because if he came in, then he would want to do the interview instead of me, and he would talk to you for an hour and a half,
And
and he
he's four
wouldn't leave.
years old,
So
you said. He's
yeah,
such a cutie.
thank
Can
you.
he sing too?
Yes, yes. He amazes me. He can pick up a tune. He's really into like Latin rock. He
What?
really likes. Yeah. Well, Dad, my husband is a Spanish speaker. And he introduced him to a lot of like Mexican bands. And there's this band called Cafe Tacuba
Uh-huh.
that they listen to. We all listen to, but Brock, my son, just really loves that. But then last night, he was really getting into the Brahms Hungarian Dance Number 5, which is on the other end of the spectrum from Cafe Tacuba. So, he has a wide range of musical, likes and stuff. So,
Now, now that he's 4 years old, what do you think he would be? I mean, are you the type of parent who would put them to school? Because most of the people that I know, they send their kids to piano lessons, trumpet lessons, drum lessons. Like in your case, are you
yeah.
more of a cool mom that you let them be? Or are you more of
Well,
the good? Remember, in husband and wife, there's always the good cop and the bad cop. So, do you play roles and like you're the good cop and then your
it,
husband is the bad cop, or sometimes you
yeah,
interchange?
mean, we try not to do that, but I'm definitely the good cop. I mean, I will let him get away with everything, which probably isn't good, but we just are very silly and funny together, Brock and I. But he's interested in playing the guitar, but I'm not gonna push it. He's a little older. He could get lessons, but I mean, whatever he wants to do, I'm not gonna make him be a singer or anything. But he does like to. I think he would be a great like movie director because he's always feeding me lines to say. Like he always wants me to be a character, and then he'll give me the thing to say, and I have to say it. Like I have to be the dinosaur, or I have to recite lines from Lord of the Rings, or whatever. Inanimate objects have to be able to talk, and he tells me exactly what to say, and I have to say that, and then he'll, So maybe someday he'll be directing movies.
Well, he's only 4 years old, and there's so
Yeah,
much more
there's so much time
time.
to
Yeah,
decide.
yeah,
Yes.
well, I can't wait to see him. Well, is he gonna be at the concert that you're gonna be at in National
Oh,
City? Are you gonna bring
next
him,
Friday?
or
Well, I don't know. He actually has never seen me perform before.
is
Uh,
that right?
yeah, he hasn't because I mean, a big chunk of his life was, during the pandemic, and then, we're cautious about getting him into crowds for a little bit of time. I think he's ready now, but I'm also not quite sure what he'll do. He probably would try to get on the stage. So I don't know. I'll have to ask the producers
You
down
mean
in National
Carlos? That
City.
would be
I'll
so
ask Carlos if
cool
he's
because he's so
okay with it.
pretty. I mean, I said, oh my God, he looks like the grandpa in some ways. Yeah, with the blonde hair
Yeah,
and all that. That's so
yeah.
cool.
Thanks for saying that. That makes me feel happy.
Now, before we continue, let me uh, request you to do the other song that you have installed for us,
Oh
uh,
yes.
because before we go to part three of our interview. So, and this song is, and why did you choose this song? Although, again, I want you to perform this song because this is again an iconic song, and I think most of the Asian, if not all the Filipinos, would be so into this because this is like a flag song for Filipinos.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is now that I've seen her from Miss Saigon, so Ellen character sings this. Um, that show, along with Les Mis, it is really special. I've never actually seen it. I've seen stuff on YouTube, and I've never been in it, but it was it was a hit, when I was in high school, I think, and we were always singing the songs. It didn't matter. We all wanted to be Kim. But I'm probably not going to be Kim,
No, no, no,
on the
no.
Broadway stage,
You'll
but I could be.
definitely, in my book, if I'm directing or I'm producing that musical, you're a perfect Ellen.
Yeah, it
Perfect
feels.
Ellen.
I rediscovered this song after many years, because I always thought maybe it was too low for me. I've always sung, high soprano stuff, but
Uh-huh.
now that I'm more mature and a mom now, I've found that I can kind of use my belt in the lower notes better than I could in the past. So, yeah, it's a great song, and yeah, I'm gonna sing it for you.
Wonderful. So this is Caroline's version of Now That I've seen
Now that
her.
I've seen her, yes. Now, hopefully, we'll get my volume correct. So here we go. It's all right. It's all right when I just imagine there's no face. She's not real. And I can tell myself it's all okay. But she's here. And my heart cries, this isn't happening. But the truth is cold and real. And I know this storm won't go away. Now that I've seen her, there's no way to hide. She is not something from long ago. Now that I've seen her, I know
you really have to play this part.
I do. Thank
You
you.
really have to play that part. I
Hey, world, I
swear.
have to play this
Oh
part.
my God, they're doing a lot of tours now, so hopefully they bring it to LA because I know there's a clamor to bring it to LA for at least a tour
That would be
because
pretty cool.
it's time. I think they 2 years ago they stopped doing the Broadway show and that after so many
Mhm.
years, and I think there's a revival from what I heard from Cameron McIntosh to bring
Oh,
it because
yeah.
yeah they're doing it in March in the Philippines.
Oh,
So
cool.
it's a touring company, and it's the Cameron McIntosh company bringing it in the Philippines in March 2024. So they're doing audition in the Philippines now, and I think it's going to be like a test market to see if it still would have the same excitement, and
Yeah,
if it
yeah.
does, I have a feeling. And I once they gave me the audition schedule, I will send it to you, and please do. Oh my God, you'll be a perfect Ellen.
Please do. Please do.
Yeah,
I
that would be
think
so
people
cool.
would be
I can't
excited
wait to
about
see
the
you
show.
do Ellen and do
Yeah.
Fantine and do the other things, because most of the things that you have done on the operatic side included Hans. Oh, you play Gretel
Hmm.
in Hansel and Gretel with the Inland Valley Opera. You did
Yes.
Mabel of Pirates of Penzance. Oh my God, that's a wonderful, wonderful show.
That one's fun.
Angelina, Trial by Jury, and then you did Fresquita of Carmen,
Hmm.
Violeta La Traviata, Ines of Travadore, is that how you say it? Juliet of Romeo and Juliet, Adele, and then you did with the Pacific Lyric Association, the
Hmm.
Handmaiden of Turandot with the San Diego Opera, and Tatiana, I think Tatiana of the Fairy.
Oh, Titania, yes.
Yeah,
Very,
okay, and
very
then
famous.
of course Magic Flute. Oh my God, I've seen that. So did you do well in your it's on the video, it's on your
Oh, the
YouTube.
Queen of the Night.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
I know.
I played your version like 10 times last night.
Oh, cool. Well, I recorded that in my house. It has a bunch of high Fs. I didn't sing that role when I did it with Lyric Opera Orange County. I was Pamina. It was the princess. And she has beautiful music, but she doesn't have any high Fs. Thank God. The Queen of the Night is kind of a dream role, but it's also very scary. Uh,
Yes.
so I prefer to. I love singing high notes, but when it comes to high Fs, there has to be a very, very good voice day to pop those out.
Because that is for me that's a very hard song.
Yeah, it's really
Next
hard.
to Fifth Element. Remember Fifth Element?
Oh, right, right,
Oh my
right.
God, those are like you want to blow people away. That's the song.
Yeah.
And I've seen also one of the things that you guys, our listeners and our viewer, try to find that YouTube version of the Flower Song.
Oh, the Lockmate, is
Yes,
it?
yes, the
Yes,
Lakme.
yes.
Yeah,
I love that.
I
There's a video
love
of
that
me
song.
on YouTube singing that, but I'm very pregnant, so it's kind
I'm
of
telling you, I've watched all those, including it's just like you could do play all, and it just plays one after the other. Amazing,
Thank
amazing.
you.
So, with all this work that you have done, is there any other roles that you would like to be in? Would you like to do
Uh,
Evita? Like Evita, Evita will be perfect for
yeah,
you.
that would be really awesome.
Sunset Boulevard will be perfect for you.
I think, yeah, right, Sunset Boulevard. Yeah, there were a lot of really interesting roles that I'd like to do now that I'm, not in my 20s anymore. I'm kind of moving out of the young ingenue. Although I think I could still do Christine and
Of
Phantom.
course.
I'm
Oh,
a
I've
petite
seen your
person.
Christine version too.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd like to do Mother in Ragtime.
Yeah.
And I'd like to do there's a musical She Loves Me that has that ice cream song.
Uh-huh.
It's not done that often, but it's that's kind of a bucket list show. My Fair Lady is something I'd like to do. I think I do a pretty good Cockney accent. So there's things like that that I'd like to do before I'm kind of aged out of some of those young pretty girl roles.
Yeah, well, theater can you could be anyone you want, but the great thing is you have the voice for it. Yeah, you could even do there's another one that I could envision, Cinderella.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
My
just
son
watched
would be excited
Cinderella.
about
You could
that.
even do Journey to the Past, Anastasia.
Oh right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
there's so many
There's
like
so many female roles, and with your
yeah.
voice, I could imagine it's just like bringing them, aside from being in the San Diego area, it should be like an LA area, like a touring company, and that would be so cool. And
Yeah.
I have this feeling, and I'm already manifesting that once they get hold of you, you're going to be a staple in the Broadway kind of stage
Oh,
musical.
thank you. Well, and I have worked on my dancing since Pepperdine, so I can do it now.
Now, what are your insecurities? Do you have insecurities? Because you know you could sing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, when it comes to performing, like singing, I'm a singer first. That's what I consider myself as. I've really kind of worked on my acting chops over the last decade or so, where I used to feel insecure about acting, but not so much anymore. And I would really actually kind of like to do a straight play without any singing, just to prove to myself that I can do that. Life experience has helped with the acting. And the dancing, I'm okay once I'm in the performance, but what I'm insecure about is a dance audition. When there's a choreographer that's up there and there's a bunch of really awesome dancers and he's like, do this combination, bam, 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 and then everyone does it back, and I'm like, what? Wait, what just happened? Can you do that again? Oh, can you do that again? And I'm a little bit slow in that. But I'm working on that too. I mean, I'm always trying to get better, whether it be singing or any kind of performing. Like I'm not stale. I always have to record myself and listen back, even though that's hard to do. You never want to really hear yourself, but I have spent a lot of time in the car and on my bike these days, just trying to just perfect it, just tweak it a little bit, so it's that much better. And I'm just gonna keep going until I don't want to do it anymore.
No,
Which
are
maybe
you
never.
one of the artists who watches your performance? Because I know some artists that I interview and some people that I know personally, they don't watch their performances because they're too
Yeah,
critical.
I do. I mean,
They
it
criticize.
is.
They're over the top when they criticize the performance.
Yeah,
And
it's
are you one of
uncomfortable.
those, or do you look at, say, your performance and say, okay, I should have done this, I should have done that? As that part, I mean, are you the one? Are you one of those that kind of analyze how you did, or you practically, okay, I've done that performance, I move on?
Um, no, I like to watch it, and I get kind of annoyed if something wasn't perfect. But the reason I watch it is because it'll help me learn, for the next time. Like, oh, I didn't know that I do this weird thing with my hand when I'm singing an aria, or oh, Caroline, you're learning to loosen up, or whatever. I watch it because of that, because it'll help me, not do whatever that weird thing is, the next time I'm on stage. So
Yeah, Caroline, you have so many roles in my book. You're a singer, you're a mom, you're a wife, and of course, well, a bit of a dancer, and a stage actress. Among these roles, which
yeah.
would you, if you rank them though, which one is the top?
Well, whenever people always ask me if I prefer singing opera or classical or musical theater better, which one do I like the most? And honestly, it's whatever I'm doing in that moment. If I'm doing a belty Broadway role, then that's what I like. I'm totally in it. That's what I want to do. But then when I'm doing an opera, or just last Friday we did a Haydn mass in Latin, with an orchestra, and it was great. I loved it. I didn't need to do Broadway then. I wanted to be right there in 1798 or whenever it was composed, singing that piece. So yeah, it's whatever I'm doing in the moment most of the time. That's where I want to be. So it's nice to have different types different genres to go back and forth
Now,
into.
you
You don't get
mentioned
bored.
about opera. Among the arias, among the operatic songs or things that you've done, which is your most, I would say, top two that you really enjoyed performing?
Hmm.
Like it becomes like your signature, like, oh,
Well,
this, I perfected this. This is no big deal.
yeah. Well, I really love the opera Hansel and Gretel by Engelbert Humperdinck, the classical composer, not the folk singer or whatever he was.
Yeah.
Um, I've only done it in English, but it would be pretty awesome to do it in German someday.
Yeah.
But that opera is just so beautiful, and it's great to be able to sing in that, challenging style, but also be on stage as a little kid. Because a lot of the times I think of myself as a 11 or 12-year-old person anyway.
We
So
all are.
I just really, I don't know, I just really like gel with that character. I like singing high notes and stuff, but then I like dancing around and being a kid. And Yeah, that's actually one opera that's kind of the reason, aside from my teacher at Pepperdine, that I got into opera because I was kind of like, what is this? It's like it's beautiful, but it's kind of boring. Like, why do people want to go sit in a theater for 3.5 hours and see the stuff? And then I listened to Hansel and Gretel. And I was like, oh wow, this is a story that I know, and it just that's kind of what sold me on it. Of course, now I really love like La Traviata. That's another
Me
role that
too.
I've done that I really enjoyed because you get to sing all of this great stuff, but there's a real character behind it too. That role has a lot of acting. Um, there's a lot of range of emotions and things you can do with that character. So I think sometimes opera um, gets a bad rap because you just think of people just standing there singing and just kind of showing off. But there's a lot to it that you can put into a character and try to convey, even if it's another language.
For some reason, I could envision you doing Carmen,
Hmm.
the
I mean,
flirtatious
she
Carmen,
doesn't
because
have to be a
you'd be
mezzo.
totally
She's like a
act.
high
This
mezzo.
is totally out of character, and that's where the actress comes in. Because Carmen is
Well, that would be
flirtatious.
a fun challenge. I mean, it would be interesting to see if I could pull that off. I mean, she's pretty sexy, so I'm kind of reserved, in normal
And that
life,
that's why
but
acting comes into the picture.
I mean, I I'd be up for the challenge.
Now, do you have any ritual? Like, of course, before you go to any performances, I've interviewed and I know some artists that they have this ritual. I know some artists, they like the day before the performance, they will not speak. They will only write everything. That's one. Two, some will not eat chocolate, not have cold water. In your case, though, do you have a ritual that you kind of like follow? Like, if I don't do this, I'm gonna mess up my performance.
Mm. I mean, I kind of am a little superstitious like that, but I mean, I can't do the not talking thing anymore because I have a son and it just, we're gonna be yelling and screaming and playing probably up until the moment I like put on my fake eyelashes and stuff. But I drink a lot of hot lemon water.
Hmm.
Um, I was sick during the last show that I did, not COVID, but I was just really sick and I don't really like taking medicine. Just I don't know, it dries me out, so I usually will just chug hot water and put my face in the steamer. But it is hard to, have your instrument be your body. That's probably the most stressful thing about being any kind of singer, like you have to be careful. I can't, you know, go out and get drunk after the show or whatever. Like I have to go home and go to bed. Um, and that kind of thing. So it's always being health conscious is in the back of my mind. And occasionally I can let loose, but it's been a long time because
Well,
I always have a
now you're
show.
a mom of a 3-year-old boy, so of course there's some protocol and some behavior that we you need to observe, or else
Yeah.
Brock will gonna say, "Oh, mommy can do that. Why can I not do it?"
Yeah, 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 yeah. I have to be pretty responsible most of the time. But I also try not to let it completely affect my life. I found that I enjoy my performances and I enjoy just the experience of performing and auditioning and things when I don't let it consume me. Because I love it, but it's not everything, you know, and so yeah, I try to just kind of be as even as I possibly can, you know, most all the time.
Well, the great thing about it is at least because we've been talking for almost an hour now, and this is the part that I will be requesting you to do this wonderful operatic song. And this is tough. This is tough, and this is one of my favorites, and I know a lot of people, this is
Hmm.
their favorite as well. It's a very challenging song, as it is. So that's why we're putting it at the last part, and then
Oh, sure.
before we go to part four, I would make sure that we do this now because we've been talking for almost an
All
hour,
right.
and I said, "Oh my God, she might have
Oh,
used
yes, my voice is
her
getting tired.
energy."
Yeah. Yes,
So
and I
without much further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving you the floor, and I am so excited. Never been so excited for one of any of my shows except for this particular number that Caroline is going to do for us.
oh
And,
great.
what's the song
Well,
about?
it's not Queen of the
And
Night, but it's O mio babbino caro from Puccini's Gianni Schicchi. And this aria it's a young lady who is pretty much begging her dad to let her get married. So it's kind of like, Daddy, I want to marry this guy, and I'm gonna do it now, and I love him. And a lot of people that don't know what it's about might sing it just really serious and like adult, but she's probably like, I don't know, I don't know how old she is in the opera, like 17 or 18 or something like that. Maybe she's younger. A lot of operatic characters are younger than you might think. But that's the beauty of opera. You can be 45 and play a 14-year-old. Um,
exactly.
anyway, so yeah, so I'll sing this for you. I'm standing up, but I'm sitting
I
down,
know
so I'm
that's
gonna
why this is so tough. This is so
I
tough.
stand up. No, I'm just gonna keep sitting.
Oh my
Um,
God, this is so.
and
It's hard enough to sing this song, and it's harder to sing it while sitting down.
all right, well maybe I'll stand up, but then you won't see my head. So. Oh mio bambino caro, mi piace bello, bello, ma
Caroline, what the hell? That is such a oh my God, all your years of training, it's amazing. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Thank
I have
you.
to collect my jaw. It's just amazing the performance, and you're even sitting down.
Yeah, well, I think actually I was thinking that when I was singing, I was like, wow, this feels good because I do a lot of singing in the car. Up until recently, I was commuting to a job kind of far away, so I was learning all of my stuff on the 15 freeway, basically, and driving and safely, but yeah, so I've done a lot of singing sitting in the car.
Now, do you practice every day or do you vocalize every day to preserve that pristine voice of yours?
I try to, I don't get as much time lately as I'd really like. I have to find little pockets of time throughout the day. But I do sing every day. I don't really do like a proper warm up.
Yeah.
It works for some people. Some people do scales or, special exercises and stuff, but I don't really do that myself. I'll just kind of be perfecting some little lick of an aria or, kind of tweaking where I'm gonna place a belty note in a song, throughout the day. It's always just running in my head all the time. And then when I have some privacy, then it comes out. And then when I have to not, if the privacy goes away, then the volume gets turned down and it just comes out again later. So, yeah.
Well, you have an upcoming concert for that matter, and it's starting December 1st. It's a one night only
Yes.
a concert, and it's called A Broadway Night to Remember at the Marquee. And this is so awesome because most of you or the performers are just amazing performers. It start with Sean Collado, of course, who I've seen so many times, and of course Christine Simon, who I guested in the show, and of course my other friend Talia Sindel,
Yes.
another wonderful singer. This will see. I told Carlos when Carlos invited me. I said, Carlos, that's too far away. I live in LA, and that's in National City. And but now that I've heard you, all of you, it is worth the drive.
Yeah, come on
I,
down. It's kind of a drive for me where I live too, but
yeah, though this
that's
is just
okay.
amazing. So it's the tickets are still on sale for $40 for the general admission, and for the VIP, you guys, it's $75, and you could, and I'll just show the poster right now, and we'll keep showing the poster, yada, and then of course you could call Femi Kupit at 858-220-5487, or you could call Marisa De Luna at 619-726-1962. And Carlos, of course, Carlos is the producer, and it's 858-722-0391. And then okay, we keep showing the poster here. Now, how many songs are you performing at this particular concert?
Wow, we have a big program for everybody. I think I'm doing four solos and three duets, and then we have a few group numbers. And it's a great variety. Some like the hits, Broadway hits that you know and love. A little pop is gonna sneak in there, and then we're all doing a Christmas song of our choice. And we got Miss Saigon, we got Les Mis. Gosh, what else? Phantom. Just yeah, all the stuff
Well,
that you
are
love.
you gonna be singing "Think of Me"? That would be perfect song.
I'm not. Actually, I'm not sure if we're doing that
Yes,
one.
that's a perfect song for you too.
Yeah, I would love to. I think, well, we're doing All I Ask of You. I'm doing that duet with Sean.
Oh, with Sean,
Yeah, and I'm
and
not
he's
sure if
playing the
Kelly's
Phantom,
doing
and you're
it too.
Christine.
Yeah, the Christine might be next year for me. But I'm doing Memory from Cats.
From Cats.
And I'm doing I Don't Know How to Love Him from Jesus Christ
Just a
Superstar.
superstar, yes.
Yeah, and then Talia and I are doing I Still Believe from Miss Saigon.
Oh
And
my God. Who's
yeah.
playing Leia? Who's playing Kim?
Oh, well, and then Christine, so Talia's playing Kim, which is kind of, it's just a duet, so it doesn't really matter. But then Christine, I think, is singing "I Give My Life for You" as a solo.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I don't have the program right here, but I think Christine and I are doing a duet. Tell him the Celine Dion and Barbara
And then
Streisand.
Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, so there's a lot of really fun stuff that I've always liked. And I'm doing a Whitney Houston song, and
You
it's
are?
yeah, it's a whole range of
Wait a
stuff.
minute. I didn't see any of your performance on your YouTube with Houston.
Well, I don't, Carlos has faith in me. I'm like, Carlos, I'm an operatic soprano. Are you sure you want me to sing this
See,
stuff?
that alone is worth the drive.
And he's like, yes. So I'm doing, I mean, except for the Phantom duet, I'm doing mainly kind of like beltier stuff, like different from my kind of safe space of, soprano-y world. But it's really fun. Just, yeah, and the group numbers are pretty cool. So we're rehearsing this next week, and we're wearing fancy gowns, and we're changing our gowns so you can see lots of different gowns. And then there's
So
Sean
gowns, not
and I.
costumes.
Well, we have fancy gowns. Yeah.
Ooh,
And I don't know what Sean's wearing. Maybe a changing his bow tie
tuxedo.
or
We
something.
always wear tuxedo.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be really fun, and it's been great to get to know Carlos and his wife, and they cook for us, and
So how did you get to know Carlos though?
well, it was interesting. He needed some singers, and reached out to the Ritz Theater in Escondido.
Oh, and you've done shows there
Yes,
too.
he
Yeah.
lives close. Yeah, I think he did the show there last year or the year before or something, and asked the theater manager, "Do you know any singers?" And she passed that email on to the wife of a choir a conductor that have sung with there. And then she just emailed me. She says, "Caroline, does this look interesting?" And I emailed Carlos and I said, "Do I have to be Filipino?" And because I'd love to do it, but I'm not. So he's like, "No, no, you don't have to. And by the way, do you know anybody else?" And so I sent him some clips, and but we didn't meet in person, and he liked it. And then I said, "Oh, I know this girl Talia. She's great." And then that worked out. So we just joined Christine and Sean.
Yeah,
And
because this, Broadway is it's non it surpassed culture because
yeah,
it's I know it's going to be a big hit and it's guys, if you have a chance and if you live in LA or any parts of California, it's worth the drive. It's a Broadway night to remember at the Marquee. At the Marquee because it's going to be at the Marquee Pavilion, which is going to be National City in San Diego. And it's December 1st. So it's right around next week, I
it's
believe. That,
yeah, a week from tonight.
yeah. So when you say you rehearse, so you drive all the way there or you do it through Zoom?
No, well, we've met at Carlos's house in Escondido a few times, and then we have a Zoom rehearsal on Monday, and then Wednesday night we'll be in National City at the Marquee to try it out. I've never been there, and yeah, and then Friday night, but we're doing a lot of work in between on our own time to memorize everything, and
Exactly.
it
So
is
are you going to be staying there or is you going to be drive in and then do your
um
performance and then come back
So
home?
I'm gonna drive home, but I was gonna say for any of you out there that want to come, don't worry about the distance because there's lots of really nice hotels. Downtown San Diego is right there, so if you don't want to drive, like I know my mom doesn't like driving, at nighttime, late at night, you can stay over in many different nice places. Probably safer to do that, because it's pretty far down there.
Yeah.
It's not,
And for
at the border,
and for
pretty close.
Filipinos, there's an outlet there, right smack at
Oh,
National City. So,
perfect.
how is outlet? Outlet is good.
Yeah, yeah,
Shopping.
yeah. Yeah, just make a weekend of it.
Wonderful. Now, couple of more questions for you is we know already what the roles that you want to do, and you this will be a sight to see you do a Whitney Houston song. Is there any genre that you would not venture into, like country, rock,
Hmm.
rap?
Well, I used to actually like rap. I was I was kind of a Snoop Dogg fan back in the day, but I
Heavy
haven't.
metal.
Yeah, yeah, heavy metal. I would say no. I can't do heavy metal. That I can't do any screaming. No, I won't do it. But yeah, I mean, I like all kinds of music. I mean, I grew up with Neil Diamond and John Denver and stuff like that. So that's kind of like
Do you
my
do
base.
country music too?
I don't. I mean, Olivia Newton-John is as country as I get, and I guess she wasn't really country. But yeah, I mean, I could when I have time,
Is there
sure.
any particular song that you would you like? I know some singers will not do the Beyonce song, which is "Love on Top," because it goes higher, 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 higher,
Oh,
and they
oh.
try to avoid it. Like every time I talk to someone, a professor, goes, you have to pay me a lot to sing that because it
Yeah,
goes one love on top, and it goes higher, higher, higher.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I just think of Mariah Carey. She was kind of like the person that I listened to a lot when I was starting out just singing. She has all those stratospheric
Yeah,
notes
and then the
that,
whistle, the
right,
whistle.
stuff like that. So I probably won't try that. But yeah, I mean, I'm always open to sing anything, and I like stretching myself. So when the opportunity comes up, so like this concert with I'm gonna do One Moment in Time, Whitney Houston, and I love that song. I always loved that song since it came out, but I just never thought I would get. I didn't know if anyone would want me to sing it unless it was at karaoke or something. So
Well, but what I'm most interested of seeing you is doing that one moment in time operatic way, because you're a soprano, and
right.
I've not heard that particular song
Well,
sung by a soprano singer.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sing it operatic style for sure. But it does get pretty high in the belt, and
Yeah,
my voice just, at about a C sharp or so. If it gets higher than that, I'm probably not gonna belt because, like, I just have my voice teacher in my mind saying, "Go into your head voice," and so I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna try really hard not to sound like an opera singer when I cross over into that. And so hopefully I'll be able to pull it off. But it's such a beautiful song, and it's so deep and meaningful that I just think as long as you sing it with just some authenticity,
yeah.
like just use your own voice. I'm not going to try to sound like Whitney Houston. Like she's one of the most amazing singers I've ever heard. I'm not going to try to sound like her, and I won't sound like her, but I'm gonna do One Moment in Time, the Caroline Nelms version, and hopefully people will
And
like it.
that alone is worth the drive. Plus, there's Sean, plus of course Christine, and of course
Yes,
Talia. It's just
those
I
people are
could
wonderful.
imagine the production number you guys gonna pull out. It's just guys, it's one show you need to not miss. I've seen a Broadway night to remember The Return. I've seen part two of it. The only thing that I think didn't see was the original, the first one. I think this is the fourth one, but this one is at the Marquee. So that's a sight to see, and it's happening December 1st. So look it up. It's way it is worth the drive, and the price is really wonderful. It's general admission for $40 and VIP for $75. You don't have a quality entertainment with Caroline, Talia, Christine, and Sean. So uh, do watch the show and be the judge for yourself, because now you've heard three songs from this wonderful lady Caroline, and just amazing. Now, what legacy you want to leave? Uh, do you have anything in your mind that this is the legacy I want to leave, just in case?
Well, I mean, you mentioned a lot of the videos that I have on YouTube. I put those out there not to make money. I don't have a channel where I make money. I don't know. I'm keeping just like a catalog of everything I do, maybe just for, my son to see someday, and also to inspire young singers, because music has been like a real, savior for me. It's kept me happy, and during, bad, dark times in my life, I can just jump into a song or jump into a performance or a show, and all that stuff goes away. And that's what I'd like to leave behind for young singers, that, they need something to do, they need something to work on, they need some inspiration. And that's why I put those videos out there. So people can say, oh, she got a little better through the years and she's done all this stuff. And like I said, I like to have a variety of types of performances. Not all opera, not all musical theater, just stuff in between, because I just sincerely enjoy doing it. Yeah, I just want to just put it out there. I'm not going to throw it in your face. I'm just going to, upload it and just see if anybody wants to watch it.
But believe me, Caroline, the way I do it, I place it on play all, and it just plays one after the other. It's so amazing. You could be, it becomes, it's like a background music for me. And it's
Oh,
just so
well, thanks.
refreshing because like what you said, it's variety from opera to
Yeah.
musical. It's just one of those that's so inspiring, and in a way put you in a different space or sphere wherein you're hearing a beautiful voice doing songs that you like or you are very
Mhm.
familiar with, and it could be an opera musical, or it could be anything, and that's in that particular YouTube. And since we're talking about that, I need you to tell us now your social platforms. So if they're gonna
Oh,
follow you
sure.
on Facebook, what is your Facebook account, or if you have a
Yes.
page?
Oh, yeah. Well, what is it? Well, it's just my name, Caroline Nelms. Let me go to my website. Oh, I have a website that a friend helped me build, a singer friend, and now I maintain it myself, and I add new things to it. Although I think I need to update my schedule. And that's just www.carolinenelms.com. And if you go there, then you'll see my YouTube, which is just Caroline Nelms, I believe. Yes, at Caroline Nelms. That's Nelms. And then let me go back here. I'm just looking at my own stuff. Um, and then my Facebook is just my name. I guess it's just at Caroline Nelms. I've never really thought about that. Um, I know that my Instagram is Caroline E. Nelms, because that's my
Yes.
middle initial. I think there was already a Caroline Nelms that snagged it. And Yeah, basically you can just Google Caroline Nelms and you'll find all of my stuff. There aren't a lot of Nelms out there, so it was easy to grab hold of most of those handles.
And one of the best thing that on your website, it gives you your biography, it gives you your background, your schedule, past performances, photos, everything is there. But for those people who are really want to listen to really good, really singing, and the way it was sang, it was performed, subscribe to her YouTube channel. Please do. I already subscribed. Like,
Thank you.
this should not be missed. This should be part of my favorite. So whether I got to know you or not, I have you now as my favorite singer of all time,
Thank you,
Caroline.
Josh. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, so because my last question for tonight, for tonight's show, would be, how do you want to be remembered, Caroline?
Um, let's see. Well, kind of what I said before about my legacy, but just that I'm doing this music for the enjoyment of it, because I love it. But I'm also doing it because it connects me with wonderful people and great friends. At the end of the day, it's the friends that I've met, like Talia and Christine and Sean and Carlos and many other people in, these decades that I've been doing singing, that are really my best friends in the world. Like sometimes even closer than some of my family, just because of the way we all have there's just so many wonderful experiences that we've shared, and yeah, I mean, I can perfect my high notes and I can try to sing perfectly and do all this stuff, but yeah, really, it's I do it because I love being involved with musician friends and just having a good time and sharing. I like to share my talents, but also just enjoy the ride.
Well, I cannot wait to see you guys December 1st and meet you guys personally. So, last message to your supporters, to your fans, to whoever that supports you and admires your singing. Message for them, Caroline.
Yes. Well, if you are local, please do come to our concert next Friday. I'd love to meet you. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're working really hard on it. And if anybody out there has anything that you'd like me to sing, um, I'm always up for taking requests, and I like recording things at home. I have a recital coming up, just me and a pianist on March 22nd in Encinitas, and that's on my website too. But I'm starting to plan the program for that. It's going to be a look at musical theater and opera and how they connect. Um, Sort of like Miss Saigon is the same story as Madame Butterfly, or let's see, what's another one? Like La Boheme and Rent, or even like Rusalka and Little Mermaid, um, Romeo and Juliet and West Side Story. The kind of how the we're calling it opera and musical theater intersections or something like that. Forgot the exact title, but it's going to be kind of a blend of all the types of music that I like and how they are connected. So if you can come out for that, that's in March, but hopefully we'll see you next Friday.
Oh,
In
but definitely I will go to that march also because that will be very interesting.
Yeah, that would be
the
cool.
the
Please come.
intersection of what you just mentioned.
Mhm.
I will definitely be there and I will watch for that. And please, please, now that we're friends, you could always send me your flyers, whatever, and we'll post it. So
Thank you. I
everybody
definitely
get to
will.
follow you and all that.
Thanks.
So with that, I would like to thank you. I'm graciously thanking you for the time because we are on for an hour and 33 minutes. So I know I took so much of your time away from your son Brock, but he's a wonderful kid, and I could imagine having you as mom and with your
Aw,
talent and all that. I think it will be a delight and a sight to see, and your voice. It's God's given talent, and it's like a voice from an angel. That's
aw.
how I described it, especially when you're doing opera.
Thank
And
you.
my challenge to you would be Fifth Element.
Oh yeah. Well, that the music in that I think is part of Lucia di Lammermoor, the Donizetti opera. Did Donizetti write that? Yeah, I think he did. That's a dream role, of an opera role that I'd like to do. So I think whoever did the music for Fifth Element took the Lucia stuff and morphed it into that,
Yeah.
which is
I
yeah
can't
pretty amazing.
wait for you to perform that portion because that's really
Yeah.
tough. And you know me, I challenge singers because I think if anybody, it's not even going to be a challenge for you. Now that I've heard all of your
I'll try
songs,
to.
it is like I will wait for you to sing Fifth Element. But
Okay, well, I'll put that on my list.
yes, please. But thank you so much for your time. I cannot wait to see you December 1st. And
Thank you.
and again, guys, watch A Broadway Night to Remember at the Marquee. And it's going to be December 1st. And again, you could call Femi and we'll show you again the poster right here, poster. And it's Femi Cupit, 858-220-5487. Marisa De Luna, 619-726-1962. And of course, the producer, friend of mine, Carlos Mangonon, 858-722-0391. And you're going to see four beautiful, wonderful, and oozing with so much talent, God's given talent. That's Sean Collado, Caroline Nelms, Christine Simon, and Talia Sindel. And with that, thank you so much. It is such a pleasure. I am lost of words to tell you how wonderful your being a guest here. It's a very special, and the things and the songs and the aria that you did is just amazingly. It's one for the books. It's way up there, and we can't wait to see you perform some of the wonderful songs this Friday, this coming Friday, and I'll be there for sure. I have to
Great.
drive. I will drive, and I will definitely shake your hand, you, Talia, Christine, and of course Sean. Looking
Leave
forward.
early. Leave early because it's a Friday night, so
I will
just
be
come
leaving
on
at
down.
lunchtime.
It's the noon hour.
Yeah, and then we're gonna hang out with Carlos, and while he's stressing, Carlos always stressed out before the show.
Oh.
So looking forward to seeing you. So with that, like as always, before I close the shows, I always tell people to be kind. You can never go wrong with kindness, and any act of kindness that you do to people, and this happened to me, and trust me, it is guaranteed. It will come back to you in so many ways, so many forms, with different times and different people, and that's a guarantee. So be kind. So if I don't see you tomorrow for my other show of Dear Kuya Josh, you have a wonderful weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Don't shop too much because I know a lot of my friends are out shopping until they drop. So be cognizant on what you want and what you wish. And I extend to you a wonderful, wonderful week next week. And hopefully I'll see you personally December 1st at the show of Kristen, Talia, Sean, and of course Caroline. Caroline, again, thank you so much for taking the time, for singing those fabulous songs. I can't wait. I'm telling you, I will be there with my phone, and I'll take the whole show and I'll share that with you as well.
Yay! Thank you so much for having me. It was really cool to talk to you.
And thank you, and wonderfully, it was a pleasure to get to know you better. So,
Bye.
ladies and gentlemen, up close with Caroline Nelms, and here we go, and we're signing out for now. And this is Alam Mo Ba, or Do You Know, with Jush Andowitt. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Good night. Be kind, you guys. Bye-bye.